Hey guys, how's it going? I don't even know how to start this video. Uh, before we actually do start the video, I just do want to say I am not quitting YouTube. Do not let the title scare you. I don't even know what I'm gonna make the title yet of this video, but I'm not quitting. Um, the future of this channel is still safe. I'm not quitting. I'm still gonna be making videos, but there are certain things that are going to change with this channel, and I felt like I needed to address it in the form of a video. So, there are four things that I wanted to talk about, guys, in this video. Now, the first thing I wanted to say is that, long story short, I got fired. I got fired from U-Haul. It wasn't because of like any, type of, thing that I did. Like, I wasn't rude to any customers. I wasn't rude to the coworkers or anything. It was just there was one bad thing that I did in regards to the trailers. For those of you that do work at U-Haul, fortunately the person, their truck and everything was still in perfect condition, but unfortunately I did not lock down the coupler correctly. It's a bit more than that, but I don't want to like bombard you guys with all the information regarding that. But again, long story short, I got fired from U-Haul, and this happened like last week. Today is, I believe, September 25th. Never mind, it's actually September 26th today. I have no clue when I'll get this video out. Maybe on the 27th, which is tomorrow, or maybe the 28th. There have been a lot of things I've been thinking about, guys, and a lot of things I wanted to get off my chest. So, that was one of the things. I got fired from U-Haul, got fired from my job, so I'm looking for another job in the meantime. I don't know, I think I might start working Uber, since now I have a car and now I can drive. My dad, he's a driver himself, so he's the one who's, kind of encouraged me with that and wanted to put that idea in my head. And I thought, it might be a easy job, even easier than U-Haul. So, yeah. I needed to say that because, me being fired, that definitely really motivates me for my day-to-day. So the second thing that I need to address, guys, is Ghost Tsushima and Genshin Impact. And what I mean by that is most specifically what these two games have done for me and what I have learned from them and what they've taught me. So Ghost Tsushima and Genshin Impact, those are, at this point, they're the main games that I have played on this channel. I think we can all agree on that. And these two games, they're not relatively short games. Like, they're really not. That's something that you absolutely cannot deny. If you think that they're not long games, fine, but you definitely cannot think they're short games either. Now, I don't know if you know, guys, but I started playing Ghost Tsushima ever since September of last year. And I literally finished it. Or no, actually, I started in October. It wasn't in September that I started. I started in October, and then I finished just now in August. Was it August or September? I think it was September. I think it was this month. Dang, a lot of stuff has happened. But yeah, I just finished Ghost Tsushima. So it took me nearly an entire year to finish this game. And as for Genshin Impact, I started at relatively the same time as Ghost Tsushima, roughly around October of last year as well. And to this day, I'm still playing it, and I feel like I'm nowhere near close to finishing the game. One thing that I did, guys, was I searched up the overall length of Ghost Tsushima and the overall length of Genshin Impact. And what I mean by length, the story length, how long the story is of Ghost Tsushima, how long the story is of Genshin Impact. Ghost Tsushima, guys, was apparently 26 hours long. And that's without like all the like additional stories of like all the other characters like Ishikawa or Lady Masako or Norio, those additional stories, it would have made it even longer. If we're talking about just the story itself without any of the additional stuff, just going straight through the main story, apparently it's 26 hours long. And as for Genshin Impact is over 40 hours long, guys. And, there's something that I do need to say. For me personally, as a YouTuber, I absolutely love variety. And if you look at my, videos from this like past month, all you guys have really seen so far is just Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact on the channel. And so because all you guys have been seeing so far is just Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact, that's the complete opposite of variety. And the reason why, guys, variety means so much to me as a YouTuber is because I really despise, not the YouTubers themselves, but just the overall style that they have, where they upload the same game over and over and over and over and over again. I guess basically like a Fortnite YouTuber, right? Like back then, 2-3 years ago, right? Like you had people like Ninja or Daquan or Myth or, just all these, YouTubers that were, Fortnite streamers. All they would play was just Fortnite on their YouTube channel, right? Maybe on Twitch they'd play additional games from here and there, but it's like all they would upload is just Fortnite. And that's not variety at all, no matter how you look at it. And the reason why I always want to have variety is because, to me, not having variety would make your channel as a whole very dull and very tedious. Which then eventually, I believe, would make your, channel as a whole just very boring. Because you're just uploading the same thing over and over and over again. To me, that'd be like watching the same anime over and over and over again. Right? I love Naruto. Naruto is my favorite anime of all time. But if that was the only anime that I watched every single time, eventually I'd get tired of it. I would get tired of watching Naruto. By the way, I'm rewatching Naruto right now. Right now I'm in the middle of the tuning exams. Sasuke just finished defeating that one sound ninja who, steals his chakra. Actually, no. I'm at the part where Shino just obliterated Zaku, that other sound ninja guy who had like the sound wave stuff. Dude, Shino's abilities are low-key underrated. But besides the point. That's besides the point. It'd be very tedious, just straight up tedious, to have to, relive practically the same thing over and over and over again. And to me, I feel like that's how it's kind of been so far on my channel. I don't really feel like I'm providing that much variety with Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact. And the only reason why is because I'm trying to finish these games as quickly as possible. And then again, you mix that on top of the fact that I've been playing these games for so long because of how long they are. Quite frankly, guys, I started kind of, getting tired. I started getting tired of playing Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact. I was starting to lose passion for playing those games. Not passion for YouTube as a whole, but for playing those specific games in general. And so what I learned, guys, from playing Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact is one simple thing. You can't play every game that you want to play. It's just not possible. It's not possible. And if you guys remember, I kind of made a video like this a little while ago, titled "Why Are Video Games So Long Nowadays?" Because I was explicitly showing my frustrations as to why these games have to be so long, and why they take forever, for no reason whatsoever. There's just way too much fluff within these games that makes it so unnecessarily long. And so, because I've realized, after playing Genshin Impact and Ghost of Tsushima, and realizing that because these games were so long, I spent so much time playing these same games, that if I had an audience larger than just, my 300 subscribers and the 5 to 10 views that I get per video on average, if I was a YouTuber that had like, even like 20,000 subscribers and I was getting like 5,000 views per video, it would have dropped down to like 1,000 views per video, because my viewers would have realized I was playing the same games for over a year. I never want to do that ever again. The most amount of time that I ever want to spend playing a game is 2 to 3 months, and that's it. Now, I will admit, guys, that it is partially me that I wasn't that consistent. We do have to admit, though, that it's not just only consistency. Like, these games are genuinely long. Like, even if I was consistent, it still would have taken me a long time to finish these games. And it's not really going to be that easy for me to be consistent, guys, because you have to remember, I'm not like a full-time YouTuber. YouTube is just a hobby right now. It's not like my actual life. My actual life, I have college, I have a job, or at least I did a week ago. And to combine those two things and to do YouTube on top of that, it's near impossible for me to be very consistent, guys. And so with like the latest video that I made, not the latest video, but the 3 videos ago that I made of what games I should play next, if you take a real close look, guys, like if you searched up the length of all of those games, guys, not a single one of them is over 10 hours long. So that means it's literally less than half the amount of time that it would take for me to finish those games. It's literally less than half the length of Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact. Because think about it, if I were to play a game as long as Ghost of Tsushima again, it would honestly be worse than how it was with Ghost of Tsushima. Because back then, I didn't have a job, and with school, it was online, so it was low-key a bit easier online than on campus. So with a job and also having on-campus school, on-campus college, it would have been even worse, guys. If I had played Ghost of Tsushima again, now, it would have taken me, without question, over a year. And that is not something that I can afford. Because, number one, it's going to take too long. Number two, my channel is going to become very tedious and dull. There's not going to be that much variety with my channel. And number three, I'm going to start losing passion for playing that game. I'm going to lose passion for that game. It came to a point where, instead of playing these games, right, and getting ready to record because I felt excited, because I felt like wanting to play the game, it came to a point, guys, where it almost started to feel like I was forcing myself to play Ghost of Tsushima. Almost felt like I was starting to force myself to play Genshin Impact. And I never want to feel like I'm forced to do any of this stuff on YouTube. Never. But that's what it started to become. Now, Ghost of Tsushima is lucky because we finished Ghost of Tsushima, so I won't have to deal with that anymore. But Genshin Impact, we're nowhere near finishing it. So, Genshin Impact, I'm not going to drop it because I do like Genshin Impact, but it started to become very tiring to just play that game over and over and over again. The amount of passion that I have for that game now is not as much as the amount of passion I had when I first played it back in October of last year. And so back to what I was saying about like the video that I made about what games I should play next. I carefully selected these games knowing how long they were. I made sure to search up every single one of these games when it comes to their story. Now, some of these games, I'm not going to play them for their story. Some of them I'm just going to play like for their game modes. Because like, for example, take something like Fall Guys, right? It doesn't have a story, but it has like its game modes, right? So for something like WWE 2K Battlegrounds or Goat Simulator, I mean, it doesn't really have a game mode, but it's like, these games don't have stories, right? It's basically like a one-off, pretty much. But for the ones where I don't plan on doing one-offs and I actually plan on doing like story walkthroughs, I made sure that I made those games absolute maximum 10 hours. Any game that exceeds 10 hours when it comes to a story, I'm not playing it, regardless of how good the story is. I don't care. I'm not going to spend a year of my YouTube channel without any variety whatsoever. I'm not going to spend an entire year playing these games. I'm not. Because there was one game, guys, that I really, really, really wanted to play on the channel. And that game was called Middle-earth: Shadow of War. I wanted to play that game so much, guys. That was one of the games that I wanted to include in the video that I made like 2-3 videos ago, what games I should play next. That was one of the games I wanted to play so badly. But the game, I think it's literally the exact same length as Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like 26 hours long. I don't got the time for that, guys. I genuinely don't. I don't have the time to play this game. And this is back to what I mean, right? When I say you can't play every game that you want to play. Regardless of how good the game is, regardless of how much it interests you, there are certain games that you just cannot play. For some people, and for some YouTubers, they like that style. They like that style of playing these games that are long and that you can, extract so many videos out of it. Me, I absolutely despise that. I hate that because it completely kills variety. I never want to upload the same game consecutively. Like, let's say, for example, like Ghost of Tsushima. I play Ghost of Tsushima today, and then tomorrow, and the day after. That's 3 Ghost of Tsushima videos in a row, right? That's consecutively. I never want to upload the same game consecutively. Never. I always want there to be variety with my channel and just my content as a whole. So that's one part of that. There's two parts to this. That's the first part of what I basically mean when I say the future of this channel. So if you haven't gotten the memo now, I'm going to be playing these games that are shorter, guys. I apologize if this upsets you and that you'd love for me to play these games that are much longer. But unfortunately for me, that is something that I just cannot do. I cannot. I will start to lose passion for the game that I'm playing, which will also dangerously make me lose passion for YouTube as a whole. So that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about, guys. Being that Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact have taught me that I cannot play every single game that I like, regardless of how much it interests me, and that there are certain games where you have to take into consideration the overall length of that game. Because take something like Persona 5, guys, or like one of the Persona games. I forgot which one it was, but the story is apparently 90 hours long. I am never playing that in my life. Never. I will never play Persona regardless of how good it is. Never. I'm not spending 90 hours. That's literally more than double the amount of time that of Ghost of Tsushima's story. So that means it would take more than double the amount of time for me to finish that game. I'm not going to spend 3 years playing the exact same game, guys. No way. I'm not. But oh yeah, now that I remember, there's also another game that I also wanted to play, and that was Final Fantasy VII Remake. But with that game, the length was like, I think, around the same as Genshin Impact, where it's like almost 40 hours long. No. No. I'm not going to spend that much time playing these games. I'm sorry. I refuse to play those types of games. They're just way too long for no reason whatsoever. And to be honest, guys, I'm actually glad this happened. Because, especially for me, where I'm at right now on YouTube, I'm still in the developmental stage, right? This channel, I'm still growing. I'm still learning new things about being, YouTube stuff and learning more things as a YouTuber as time goes. And this is one of the things that I'm learning. And I'm glad that I learned about this before I had like a much bigger audience to sacrifice that for. So I feel like I should take this as a building block, right? As a learning lesson, as what to do and what not to do as a YouTuber. So that's the first part that I wanted to talk about when it comes to the future of this channel, guys. Now, the second thing that I wanted to talk about, guys, it's probably going to be my favorite part of this video. So, guys, we have a total of 218 videos on the channel so far. And this one that I'm making right now will be 219. So we have a total of 219 videos exactly on this channel so far. Some of the videos are vlogs, some of those videos are skits, like for example my A Gamer's Life During Quarantine or Running Away is Easy, right? Like those skits. Some of those videos are of Blue Star Fox, right? Me remaking some of these songs that I absolutely love, where I wish they were, a bit, longer. So I made a loop of them and kind of reworked some stuff on them. Some of them are just PSAs, right? Public service announcements. Like for example, when I talked about the future of Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact on this channel. But the majority of my content is gaming. I am a gaming YouTuber, and that is what I've always wanted my niche to be ever since I started. Actually, before I even started, I've always wanted to be a gaming YouTuber. That's all that I've ever wanted, to be a gaming YouTuber. Excuse me, hold up, my throat. Okay, I think my throat's better now. Okay, I don't know, my throat's kind of getting a bit dry. So, the majority of the videos I have, the majority of the 219 videos that I have uploaded, guys, the majority of them are gaming videos, right? Whether it be, Rocket League, Genshin Impact, Ghost of Tsushima, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare Campaign Remastered, Outlast 2, Brawlhalla, right? All these games that I've played, they're video games, right? That's the majority of my content. But those aren't exactly the type of games that I've truly wanted to play, guys. Now, what I mean by that is that even though these are video games, they're not the type of games I want to play because they're console games, right? Console games being that, like, they're games that you would, most likely play on like your PS4 or your Xbox One or your PS5 or whatever type of, gaming console you've got. But the games that I've truly wanted to play, guys, from the very beginning was PC games, indie games, right? Just computer games, right? Games that you play on your PC. Oh my god, camera moved a little bit. But those are the type of games that I've wanted to play, guys. And out of the 219 videos that I have on this channel, not a single one is of a gaming video of me doing, like, of me playing a PC game or an indie game. And now, I've had it, quite frankly. I've had it with these console games. Now, I'm still going to play the games that I said in my video, like 2-3 videos ago. I'm still going to play For Honor, I'm still going to play Hunter's Arena Legends, Titanfall 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, all the games that I mentioned in there, Goat Simulator, I'll still play them, but just know that I'm also going to be adding in new games as well. So back to the thing, guys, right? Console games are basically like, games that you play on your PS4 or your Xbox One. And even though I love playing some of these console games, it's not what I truly want to do. It's not truly the same thing as, PC games. Take something like puppet combo games, for example, right? Whether it be like, I don't know, Night Shift or Akamanto or Murder House or Power Drill Massacre. Those are PC games. Those are games that you will play on your PC. Those are not games that you play on your console. Those are the games I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about just puppet combo specifically, but like just overall, right? Like the PC game genre is what I was interested in, right? Those were the type of games that I grew up seeing my favorite YouTubers play, right? I made this in my recap video, right? That my biggest inspirations were Dashie, Markiplier, and Sam Gladiator. The games that I grew up seeing them play were games like Five Nights at Freddy's, Power Drill Massacre. That was really popular back in 2015. Power Drill Massacre, I don't know, just, like a lot of these PC games. And again, it was those games that I grew up watching my favorite YouTubers play, right? And I didn't watch my favorite YouTubers play, these console games like, I don't know, what was a popular console game back in 2015? I guess like Uncharted, I guess, in 2015. Or I don't know, maybe like a Spider-Man game. I don't know. I don't really remember like all these games in 2015. But you get my point, right? It was these PC games that interested me. These PC games and seeing these YouTubers play these PC games and the way they edited them and the way that they turned them into real interesting content is what inspired me to become a YouTuber. Not these console games like Ghost of Tsushima or Genshin Impact or, Outlast 2. Now, granted, these YouTubers, they have played console games in the past, right? They have played them before. They've had their fair share of these games. But these aren't they rarely play these console games. It was mostly the PC games that they played. And that's what I was originally planning to do. So now you guys might be asking, so then why did you never do it? Well, to be pretty frank with you, the laptop that I had was utter shit. It was absolute garbage. In fact, I still have it right now, but that laptop could not play a single game, even if my life depended on it. I remember, guys, like a few months ago, I wanted to play Friday Night Funkin'. Not on the channel, but just like in my spare time. I wanted to play Friday Night Funkin'. I wanted to see what the hype was all about. I was like, dude, is this game really like worth it, or is it just like overhyped? And so I wanted to play Friday Night Funkin', and I was going to use my laptop. The game could not even load up. It could not even load up, let alone let me play, right? And it was more than just simply the computer being slow. It was also that, like, it stopped, right? And I remember one time it did fully load up the game, but then it later said that, like, something along the lines of, like, saying that this PC is not designed to run these type of games. And I'm guessing it's due to like my laptop's like processor and like its GPUs and its hard drive and its RAM and all this type of stuff. It was literally impossible for me to play any of these PC games that I wanted to originally play from the beginning. And so this laptop, I had it, back then, ever since like February when I first started YouTube. That was the laptop the laptop I have right now is the laptop I had back then. And so I realized that, okay, well, in the meantime, before I get a good laptop, I'm gonna have to start something. I'm gonna have to start somewhere. And so I started with my first ever console game on this channel being Apex Legends. And so this whole time, I've I guess you could say I never truly did what I've wanted to do on this channel for over a year and a half. And that was to play these PC games. Because I needed to wait until I could get like an actual PC that was capable of playing these games that I wanted to play on the channel. And so that's the reason why I wanted to first talk about U-Haul. Because now let's go back to that. U-Haul, guys, was honestly a blessing. I still got to thank my friend Joseph for helping me find that job. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had that job ever. So I'm forever grateful for you, Joseph, for giving me that opportunity to have that job and letting me know about it. With U-Haul, guys, I was working a lot of hours. I was working on I'm trying to be exact here. I was working on Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Sundays I had off. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are when I go to school. Is when I go to class. I was making quite some money, guys. I was making quite some money, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Per paycheck, I was making at least $500 every 2 weeks. So that's $1,000 a month. Now, because I got fired, don't worry, I still have like a lot of money. I still have like roughly $900 in my bank account. So that's still going to cover for me. Like in the meantime, while I find a new job, I'll still have enough money to pay for my insurance for my car. I'll still have enough money to pay for my gas. But gas, I won't really have to worry about that much because number one, my car's a hybrid. So thank God it's less money. And number two, because I got fired from my job, that was the thing that was taking on my gas the most, right? Where I drive to my work and then drive back home. But with now that that's gone, the only place I'm driving to is the train station because I take the train to go to my school, right? So I drive to the train station, park my car somewhere around there, take the train all the way to campus, walk a little bit, and then I'm in my class. And it's not that far, to be honest. It only takes me like 7 or 8 minutes to get to the train station. And so that doesn't really take that much gas, right? That's 16 minutes in total. 8 minutes to get there and then 8 minutes to come back home. And so when it comes to gas, I'm not really going to have to worry about it because I'm not going to spend that much. I would spend $25 a week on gas. But now because of this, it's going to be very low. It's probably going to be only like $10 a week. So yeah, I won't have to worry about like all of these things that I truly have to make payments for because it's going to cover me for like quite a few months, guys. It'll cover me for like 2 or 3 months. And even though I have so much money, guys, there's so much money that I spent. There are so many things that I bought. For example, I bought this keychain. I bought this keychain lanyard of the Akatsuki. It also has this little thing right here. Now this did not come with it. This is Minato's 3-pronged kunai. This was the old keychain that I had, but I was like, dude, I am not throwing this away. I have to keep this. And so I kept it, and now it's a part of my keychain lanyard. This is like objectively the best keychain lanyard, definitely better than yours. And I also bought myself this new One Punch Man wallet. It's pretty dope, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's of Saitama and Genos. What else did I buy? Oh yeah, I also bought myself some new headphones. These are called the Meze 99 Classics. These costed like at least $300. These headphones are actually really amazing, and the audio quality, by far some of the best audio quality I've ever heard from headphones. Those are just a few things, guys. Oh yeah, and also a new mic. I now have a new mic, guys. So this is a microphone that I got for myself. So now I'm gonna be using this mic, guys, in my Let's Plays. So you guys won't really have to hear me using my gaming headset. I got an official mic, and I tested it out, and the audio quality is pretty good. This cost like $40. But that's not what I'm most proud of, guys. That's not what I'm most proud of buying. Because I also bought myself a brand new gaming laptop. I have it right here. I'm not going to take it out yet. But it's a Lenovo gaming laptop. And it's like a 15-inch screen gaming laptop. Not only that, but this laptop lights up blue. I think I'll try to put the link in the description. I bought it from Amazon. This laptop, guys, cost like almost $900. With tax and shipping and handling, it cost $900. Without all that, I think it was like $850. I'm not lying, guys. I made bank at U-Haul. I made a lot of money at U-Haul. And again, just remember, I still have over $900 left. So, guys, I was making a lot of money at U-Haul. But anyways, this gaming laptop is the best thing I've ever bought so far for myself. Without question, the best thing I've ever bought myself. Because now it's given me the opportunity to truly do what I've wanted to do since day one, which was to play these games, like all these Puppet Combo games, or to play Friday Night Funkin'. Now I don't plan on playing Friday Night Funkin' now because I feel like it's too late. Like the game's already been here for practically a year now. But I did play it on this new laptop, and I gotta say it was really amazing. Now, I also tested out what would it be like to record this game, right? So whenever I'm playing the game, whenever I'm playing a game, not when I'm recording, the FPS is like 120. I have 120 FPS. Whenever I am recording, I have roughly 80 FPS. Okay, so kind of low. It reduces the FPS when I start recording, but that's 80 FPS is still pretty good. This game, or not this game, this gaming laptop. I don't remember all the specs, but it does have like an 8 GB RAM. It does have a nice processor, nice GPUs, all this stuff that you need. Nice SSD, nice HDD, all the stuff that you need for a gaming laptop to at least play the most current games. Casually speaking, right? I'm not trying to be a pro gamer, but for casual gaming, this is perfect. Now, if you're trying to be a pro gamer, I don't think this laptop will be the best. But for a casual gamer, this is sent from heaven without question. And so now, guys, the time has come. The time has come. I will finally be able to start playing these games that I've truly wanted to play. And again, remember, I will still play these games that I provided you guys, 3 videos ago, being of, like For Honor, Titanfall 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Goat Simulator, Hunter's Arena Legends, WWE 2K Battlegrounds, and all these other games that I plan on playing, Concrete Genie. I'll still play them. But now, just know that I will also be including some of these PC games. Now, for these PC games, for now, I'll just, choose which ones I want to play. I'll choose them myself. Because, I don't know, I really don't know which games I want to play specifically. I'm not going to play, a super popular one. But I'll play one that, at least interests me. I'm just going to be checking around on Steam and all this, all these gaming websites like Newgrounds.com or Steam. All these gaming websites where, all these popular games, or at least all these PC games. I'm going to be checking them out. I'm going to be checking out which games interest me, and I'll start playing them. Obviously, I'm going to play the free ones because I'm not going to spend my money on, the money that I have right now is only for insurance and my gas. I'm not going to spend it on anything else right now. But once I get a job again, without question, I'll start spending money on, these games that I really like but cost money. I'll spend my money on those games, and I'll play them on the channel as well. And so, yeah. That's probably the most uplifting thing I've said in this video so far, guys. I definitely worked hard to reach this state because, I had to work several hours, right? I worked from 1 to 7 on Mondays and Saturdays. Fridays, for some reason, we closed at 8, so I worked from 1 to 8. So that's what, 6, that's 20 hours. I worked 20 hours a week, guys. And I was doing school, and I was still doing YouTube. Again, guys, it was not possible for me to be consistent. 20 hours a week of work, and then going to school 3 days a week, and then doing YouTube. It's not possible for me to be consistent, guys. So I think you can understand why I'm saying I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot play these games that are at least at most over 10 hours long, like Ghost of Tsushima and Genshin Impact were. I can't. I'm not doing it. Not only that, guys, but also with college, I low-key have it a bit easier because I decided to take only 2 classes, right? Now, I remember I made a video talking about I forgot what the title of the video was, but it was it said something along the lines of important video. And I remember in that video I said that college is harder than high school. Well, now I honestly take it back. I think I only said that because I was still very anxious, because again, that was my first year of college. But I take it back because college has too many perks, guys, compared to high school. It's not even a comparison. College is absolutely better than high school. Even when it comes to the workload, I'm not going to say the workload is much easier than high school, but it's like, I guess, on par. And so, like, you'll be pretty familiar with the workload in college compared to high school. It's not really that different. And honestly, I'd say it's easier because in college, you're actually given more time to do that work and compared to high school, right? Let's say that you have a project that you need to do, right? In high school, it'd be due in a week. But when it comes to college, they probably give you like 2 weeks to do it, right? So there's a lot more freedom and there's a lot more time that's given for you. And this is one of the things I'm taking advantage of when it comes to the freedom part. I'm free to take only 2 classes a semester. I took it because I knew it would be literally impossible for me to have 4 classes and then to have a job and then to also do YouTube as well. There was no way, guys. There was absolutely no way I was going to do that. I had to do something, and so I think by the grace of God, I had no idea that with college you could take less than the average 4 classes per semester. Next semester I'll see if 3 classes is doable, but if it's not, then next year I will absolutely go back to 2 classes. But the thing though is that, like, by doing that you're gonna graduate later, like much later, and that's something I'm fine with, right? Because I need to go at my own pace. I'm not rushing. But yeah, I just needed to say that as an additional side note. So back to the PC games. We're gonna start playing PC games, guys, and it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. But this is just like I said. This was the most uplifting part of my video. Next thing is probably gonna be my most downlifting part of my video. Now, just remember, guys, I have made over 219 videos, right? And as time passed, especially like within these past few months, you could see my consistency slowly starting to go lower and lower and lower and lower, where it went from me uploading like 4 videos a week to then being 3 videos a week to then being 2 videos a week to now this being 1 video a week. And remember also, guys, how I was saying that I was starting to grow out. I started growing out of playing these console games. Well, and then to mix that with my personal life with school and then also my job, because even though I got fired, that was just very recently. So all that, like, workload that I have for my job is still kind of resonating within me. All these things have taken a toll on me, guys. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I think that I'm burnt out on YouTube right now. And I think I'll need to take a break. Again, I'm extremely excited to start playing all of these games that are in line right now for this channel. But right now, I cannot force myself to do it. Right now, I feel like what I need to do is relax and have only one thing that's keeping me occupied for right now, and that's my school. And then eventually my job, and I'll make my job easy, of course. I think I'll do Uber. If I do Uber, guys, it's probably going to be like one of the easiest jobs ever. And in the meantime, I do not feel like I'm at 100% when it comes to YouTube. And just in general, like just mentally, I'm not at 100%. And so, unfortunately, I will need to take some time off from YouTube, guys. And I will not be coming back until probably like a month from now. I think I'll probably have to take like a month off from YouTube right now. I don't know, to be honest, it's gonna be kind of scary to see my videos and to see it's a latest video uploaded a month ago. I don't know, that's gonna be kind of scary to see because I hate not uploading. Unfortunately, I just have to do this because even though I love YouTube, guys, mental health and just health in general comes first. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And right now, my mental health is good, but when it comes to my mental energy, I'm burnt out, guys. I'm running on more fumes than I have. And so I'll need to take a step back, and I feel like right now I just need to relax and not worry about uploading for now. So yeah, right now it's September 26th, so basically October. So yeah, guys, I would say don't expect to see me upload anything until roughly around late October, if not early November. But yeah, guys, that's all I needed to say in this video. And I know now you guys have some mixed emotions. You guys are happy about my gaming laptop, but you guys are also sad about like me taking some time off and also me not playing these games. Well, I mean, you guys aren't really sad, right? If anything, you guys want me to quit. Because I know all you guys hate me. I know none of you guys care about me. Now, but in all seriousness, you know, I do apologize for the mixed emotions. You know, one moment I'm giving you guys good news. Next moment I'm giving you bad news. But yeah, everything that I said in this video was absolutely necessary. So yeah, apart from that, I guess I'll see you guys in a month. So hopefully you guys watched to the end. I know this is going to be a very long video, and if you did watch to the very end, then I appreciate it very much. But I'll see you guys soon. Soon, I promise. A month from now, trust me guys, a month is going to be much quicker than it is. But in the meantime, I guess I'll just be enjoying Naruto. And For Honor, I'm telling you, bro, Naruto's so good, bro. Even from rewatching it. But yeah, that's really all that I need to say, guys. So thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to even do this in the first place, to even have an audience to talk to, and like have them actually, you know, care about me. And so I'm forever grateful for that, guys. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And until next time, everybody.